So we're about an hour from Colombo, north of it, in an area called Nigambo. And this is a tourist resort area. But having all those nice hotels, this is still a working fish market. Indian Ocean, fish market, they catch and they sell. The transition time from ocean to the fish market is about 100 yards.
Drop the beat, man.
This is a Sri Lankan lagoon crab, and it's a bit small for us to use, but in the market you can only find small ones, but it's alive and it's tied up so that you don't get injured. It's not an ocean crab, so meat tastes different. And at the same time, marine crabs, I find when I cook them, they're very salty because they are in salt water. So with this one you can cook it differently. These are small stingrays. It has color pigments. You can see it's actually changing color. It shows it's alive. These are freshwater giant shrimp. We use a lot of these at the restaurants. These guys have really deep flavors, and it wasn't very popular in hotels and restaurants because the head's bigger than the tail. But it's an amazing flavor, and you come to restaurants for not for quantity, for the taste, right? So we use only this at my restaurants. Barracuda.
Just a man hanging on to a face, holding on to his...
Hi and welcome to the Colombo Sports Racecourse Complex. My name is Dilshan. Well, basically this used to be a harness racing course where you got a lot of horses running around, and then after that in 2012 they redeveloped this into the first international rugby ground. And it's pretty cool because all the home matches happen here, and I know that Sri Lanka, they don't make it really big in the rugby scene around the world, but we take rugby very seriously here. So this is a big deal to everyone here in Colombo, and especially when it comes to the school arena, a big deal.
Plus some of the rugby rights are really good to look at. That's just that's just on my end. So yeah, it is one of the very celebrated sports, so that's why this place is really important. It was a building that no one really looked at some time ago, but I guess it's a place that a lot of people appreciate now.
So this has to be one of my favorite spots here in Colombo. It is the Sky Lounge here at Kingsbury Hotel, and it is just spectacular. A nice place to kick back, relax, forget everything. What your wife said, what happened at work, and just enjoy the view.
You know, sometimes people might complain that Colombo might not have a lot going on, or it's not maybe as great as most of other countries you've seen. But once when you do get above 10 levels of Kingsbury Hotel, and when you sit in a place like this, you get to see the Twin Towers of Colombo, you get to see most of the hotels. There's the golf face green over there where all the kids and families, they come and play, and they have all those butterfly prawns and stuff while they fly their kites. There's the old Parliament there. You see all the nicely constructed roads in the city of Colombo. So you prove everyone else wrong if they ever said anything bad.
I, together with the best cricketers of Sri Lanka, have ever produced, Mahela and Kumar, we own this restaurant together. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey producing the best possible crab dishes from Sri Lankan crab. So this is our Sri Lankan mud crab, made famous and popular by Singapore in Singapore chili crab. But we need to create some institution to bring the crab back and give it a place in Sri Lanka. So that's why I chose the name Ministry of Crab. And apart from crab, we also serve freshwater prawns. This restaurant has zero importing ingredients except for olive oil and wines. Everything here is from Sri Lanka. We cook all our crabs in woks except the curries, which comes in clay pots. So it gets cleaned at the back and they come out here, and cooking styles are here, and we cook it a la minute. Every crab from being in a cage to the plate is about 12 to 14 minutes. Olive oil, garlic, chili flakes, crab, and a dash of soy sauce. The simplicity of this is amazing, but the flavors you get are very deep. And we've seen many guests from Singapore buy this from us and take it back to their own country.
This is the old town hall, and seated around this table are the old municipal councillors. This is a kind of cool, if somewhat creepy place. We just wandered into this building once we looked through the keyhole, but I think they're starting to make it more available to tourists. It's not, I guess it's not a conventional tourist site, but it's kind of unintentionally awesome. This building is beautiful. I mean, and things around it, it's sprung up like a modern commercial district, which is like Chennai, India or something, but this remains like a very old building. You can kind of see how Colombo was back then. They haven't preserved it, but they also haven't changed anything. So it remains just a wonderful architectural site. This is Barefoot. It's like an oasis in the middle of the city. There's a shop, there's an art gallery, there's a cafe. If you're in town, you can just come here, you can meet people, you can listen to music, you can hang out. It's a cool spot. So this is the Barefoot Gallery. The Colombo art scene is growing a lot. Saskia Fernando just opened the first dedicated gallery, which is pretty cool. And they're having the Biennale right now. I think we have some cool stuff. There's some excellent sculpture and some excellent young people coming up. But it's at a stage of growth right now. These are the famous barefoot sarongs. Sarongs, if you're unfamiliar, are pretty awesome. It's like wearing a towel all day, but people are socially cool with that. This is Slave Island. It's also called Colombo 2. It was called Slave Island because the Portuguese actually kept slaves here. And later Malay people settled here and they still live here. That's Malay Street back there. Most people in Colombo, we live in really the suburbs. So this is like an urban town. Like as you can see on your right, these are buildings with like 2 levels. You can walk on the street, you can see stuff. Like it's fun like that. But there's also like really good dodgy bars around here. And then late at night they serve burgers up there. So everybody passes through here, but nobody's really like stopped here. This is the Castle Hotel. It's like the finest dodgy bar in town. It used to be a real hotel. I mean, you can still get rooms here, but it's just really good for cheap drinks and really good service and a beautiful, beautiful building.
Well, this is Vijaya Beach, which is my local, it's like my pub. It is, as you can see, the most amazing place. Indian Ocean, clear waters, but the main reason that I love this is my friends. I can come here of an evening, there will always be someone here that I know, and if not, there's always people to meet. Gaul Fort, which is a UNESCO site, and within the 130 acres are some of my favourite shops, and this is one of them.